What's good, YouTube? Today I actually want to talk about the MagiBullet cards, but first I want to stress this is what not to do with Legacy support. I see a card like this, it really throws me back as an original player. It makes me feel really good about a card that I actually used to play that they eroded to actually hurt. Troop Dragon used to actually be a kind of cool floater. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, take a Troop Dragon from your deck and special summon it to face up attack or defense position. But then they changed it to if it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard as a result of battle. They actually nerfed Troop Dragon almost for no reason with its errata. And so Troop Dragon just ends up being a somewhat lackluster card, and it was already not that good back then anyways. But you could actually try to play with it, and there were strategies that could use it as a floater. And so Soldier Dragon comes in. A new level 2 dragon type monster in the style of Troop Dragon appears. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization actually gives you an entire list of targets that it's going to be able to summon, because once per turn, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon one level 2 or lower dragon type monster from your deck. Now you might start to say, well, that's not too bad. It's missing a huge phrase. During either's player turn is not there. It's once per turn when your opponent activates a card or effect, not during either player's turn. It is not a quick effect. It is so lackluster. This is literally wasting your summon on a 700/800 and saying, well, I hope you do something, and then, you know, it's not the best spread of monsters to get either. Although, it could have had some cool synergy. It just does nothing at all to the game. It's like, cool, you're acknowledging the earlier game, but it's so just garbage that it basically makes me mad. So, the MagiBullets appeared, and I didn't really cover them because there wasn't enough to go off of. But we have MagiBullet Fiend Zamil, Light Fiend effect, level 8, 2500/2500. You can summon this card by tributing only one MagiBullet. So, it's not a special summon, which is kind of slower for him. But we don't know enough about the set type, and they have some really exciting effects, and the first effect seems to be shared by the MagiBullet monsters. You can activate MagiBullet spell and trap cards from your hand during either player's turn. Spell or trap, so that seems like you don't have to commit anything to the field, and this entire archetype is going to basically fade spell and trap destruction at the risk of having their monsters not be destroyed, like Dark Holes, Kaiju Slumbers, etc. So I'm hoping protective spell or traps come. And the second effect is, during your opponent's end phase, you can draw one card for each MagiBullet spell and trap card you activated this turn. So this is why I'm really hoping for protective spell and traps that make sure they're safe from board wipes, because this could become a really, really good archetype based off of that. It seems to have a lot of potential so far. And then MagiBullet Shooter Casper, Light Fiend slash effect, 1200/2000, so huge defense. You can only use this card's second effect once per turn as well. So it seems like the second effects are going to be hard once per turns. And again, it enables, you can activate MagiBullet spell and trap cards from your hand during either player's turn. If a spell slash trap card is activated in the same column as this card, so it's caring about columns, you can add one MagiBullet card with a different name from that card from your deck to your hand. So basically, you activate a card and you get to search out a different one, and I think that's really good. And it's any MagiBullet card, period. So it doesn't have to be a spell or trap. It can tutor out almost anything in the archetype. It's already having a really good look. But the first MagiBullet spell card came out, and it's a gun and shoot 'em up reference, according to them, as in shooting up drugs, because you're trying to drug your opponent here. I'm sure this will highly change the Yu-Gi-Oh! USA art. You can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. So I'm having a feeling that a lot of them are going to be that way. And so you're going to have to go through your resources and be careful when you activate which card. But target one face-up MagiBullet monster you control. Its attack and defense become double its original attack and defense until the end of this turn. The targeted monster cannot attack directly the turn you activated this card. I feel like, again, a lot of the focus is going to be defensive with the spell and traps, but overall this is great. You can use it in the damage step. It is a quick play, so you can use it during either player's turn, and it is pretty darn good. Anything that just lets you double, and to say 5,000 or make this actually 24 and make it relevant, is pretty good. And is it defense also? And defense, so this becomes a 4K wall. just extremely well synergized so far. I don't know if they've released any other cards for the archetype, but these are the 3 that I saw today. Let me know if they have released any others down below. I'm highly looking forward to this archetype. It seems really cool, really good art, really nice synergy and potential. I'm pretty excited for something like this, rather than something like this. This just, I don't know, something about it as an old player triggered me that, yeah, you're throwing back to our stuff and you're just making it do nothing. Like, there's cool archetypes that do nothing, like the Gaga Gigo, but I would hope that something like this could actually manage to do something. What do you guys have against Troop Dragon over there? You already had to nerf Troop Dragon and then you release a terrible Soldier Dragon. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below.